Okay, welcome back. There's something disturbing brewing in Washington, and it's regarding the Washington Football Club. And by all reports, well, people have been tweeting, these beat reporters and some of the people that cover the team that contributes to covering the team are putting out cryptic tweets regarding something happening surrounding the organization. As you know, the Redskins were forced to change their name. The pressure was built by the sponsors of minority owner Fred Smith, and apparently they had forced this name change, or they was going to pull their sponsorship, Nike, PepsiCo, FedEx, to name a few. But over the last few days, last week or so, there's been some speculation that something is ominous coming, and that it's really going to be pretty disastrous for the owner, Dan Snyder. So speculation is running wild regarding this. Apparently, it's going to be an investigative report by the Washington Post. And the voice of the Redskins, Larry Michael, suddenly resigned yesterday. Also, there was two high-ranking officials that were let go this past week. So, I don't know what's brewing. There have been these little, like I said, cryptic tweets regarding some minor, but they're all speculation. So apparently no one wants to actually say anything until actually the report come out. But when this report is dropped and when it is made available, and when the Washington Post vets everything that they need to vet to release the story, apparently it's not too, it's going to be something pretty damaging. What that is, I don't know. But apparently that's the situation going on there. Is it an ownership removal, or is Dan Snyder's going to be forced to sell the team? I don't know. But stay tuned. There's always something going on with that organization. In another front, you have Donald Trump. And I saw some photos of him in the Oval Office yesterday at his desk. And he had lined up some Goya products on his desk. I guess in support of the CEO of Goya Products. His name escapes me at this moment. So apparently he came under fire, the owner of Goya Products, or the CEO, for his support, regarding his support for the Trump campaign. And apparently he getting some backlash about that. So I guess Donald Trump, the president, decided to line up some of his products on his desk at the Oval Office, and he is now advertising directly from the Oval Office. And I saw another picture of his daughter, Ivanka Trump, who also was holding up a Goya product in a photo that she took. So apparently they're coming out in support of him with his products and stuff like that because of the backlash that he's gotten regarding his support of Donald Trump. So, but also, I mean, you would think Donald Trump would be too busy, instead of him advertising directly from the Oval Office for Goya Products. Maybe he should be kind of looking at the numbers. I'm sure he is looking at the numbers of the unemployment filings. There's another 1.3 million Americans that has filed for unemployment, and just adds on to the rest of people that's on unemployment, with the economy being as it is and people being out of work. So maybe he's going to work on that in between his, his endorsement deal for Goya products. So that's just, hey, he's the president. I guess he feels the need to look out for one of his supporters, I guess. So you have that, and there's a lot of speculation with obviously involving COVID-19 with Dr. Fauci. You had this gentleman, Mr. Navarro, who came out and wrote an op-ed in a newspaper that basically kind of pretty much slammed Dr. Fauci. I don't know what that's about, but apparently he didn't, the White House really kind of this lukewarm support of Dr. Fauci, who served 6 presidents, by the way, on his work with exemplary work with AIDS when that came out, Ebola. He's pretty respected. But if you don't listen to what the scientists have to say regarding this, the experts, and you make this thing totally political, it's just right now it's a turn off to me. So like I've been saying from the beginning, every American is responsible. If you're responsible to let your kids know exactly what they need to be doing and following these habits of washing your hands, cleanliness. They say cleanliness is next to godliness. So you just have to do your part to slow the spread of this COVID-19. So you should take heed to that and just do what you have to do regarding that. And but the fact that this thing with the either wear the mask, not wear the mask, you even had the governor of Oklahoma who just announced that he has been diagnosed and tested positive for COVID-19, the coronavirus. So this thing is still, it's going to be here. It's something we're just going to probably have to live with, and until they can get a grasp and a handle on it, until people can stop being irresponsible and wear their masks in public when they're around people, keep the social distancing protocol intact, and just follow the protocol. I don't think it's that difficult, but the key really is to stay healthy and to not take unnecessary chances with your life. And so that's basically a few items that I wanted to talk about. And another thing regarding the WNBA, the player, the Mystics player, MVP, Miss Della, she apparently was denied her opt-out as far as playing this coming season, I guess in the next few weeks or so, because her condition with Lyme disease, I think she's battling that, or has been an ongoing battle with that, and she takes a lot of medications to combat this Lyme disease that she's been afflicted with or dealing with. She was denied. She was denied her opt-out not to play this season. Now, with that denial, they're saying that the only way that she can not play is that she give up her pay, and her medical reasons. There's been some conflicting reports. Did not fit the profile of her being able to for her to miss the season and be covered as far as her pay. These athletes in the WNBA, the women there, they do a great job. They really bring this league to some great heights recently. She's a champion. She's a face of the league. But for them to kind of deny her that, put her in a situation where she's in, it's a little bit, to me, it's mind blowing. But hey, they have their reasons, and I'm sure she will adjust. I'm sure she's going to do what she has to do in order for her to stay healthy and protect her family. So that's a decision she will have to make going forward, and just thought I'd throw that in there. So what else is on the items? What else we have, brother? So that's just a few things there. It's these times that we have right now, you really have to be smart. Be smart, especially when you have COVID-19 out there for these athletes. They really need to be smart. They really need to really, consider all the options, and whatever they're telling you, you have to, you have to play, you have to weigh it. You have to weigh it, and don't jump into something that you think you're not going to be totally safe. I'm still on the fence about if the seasons for these athletes, for these major sports leagues, will start on time or be pushed back. I really personally don't see it, because it just seems to be too many risks involved. So good luck to all the leagues and try to figure out this new phenomenon that we're dealing with, this pandemic, and hopefully I'm sure they have the players' interests in health as a first priority. We just have to kind of communicate. It all comes down to communicate and be direct in what you're saying to the athletes, so that there's no confusion. I kind of get a sense there's a little bit of confusion going on, and the athletes are not totally on board, but they're going to soldier it out, and they're going to play, and they're going to have a season. They're going to have at it. So just everybody who's involved with this whole process throughout all the leagues, please, I heard you to just, take caution, take the cautions, look at the risks, and explain the risks to your athletes. And so hopefully no one will get afflicted with the COVID-19. So that's it for me. There was just a few items I want to talk to today. I might make another broadcast later on tonight in more of an entertainment, music news. But that's it for me. Have a great morning, and we'll see you again. Take care.